This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless, we will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good.
Very good.
Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be here.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braylon got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean in, feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
And that's exactly what we are about to do is spark that fire. Hello, 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 hello to you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Braylon Lee's virtual tour live. Glad to have all of you here in the building with me. We are live once again. By the way, I meant to say there is no one above you. In the last tour, I was trying to cut it off so that we can get the shorts shorting, right? So just wanted to make that clarification because, as you all know, D'Angelo is Angie Stone's black brother, strong brother. There is no one above him for sure, and he is now reunited with Angie Stone. So we can always be grateful for that. Amen. In Jesus' name. Yes, yes, yes. Amen, amen, and amen to that. So let's get to it. Higher is waiting. Lower is available. Either way, we are live on tour. We gotta go on tour. That is, in addition to that, you see that virtual tour background. Yes, you do. You see that virtual tour music. Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody, welcome in. Glad to have you here. So I'm not going to be here a long time. I'm going to be here for a good enough amount of time to let you know what is going on in the world of media. So I saw this article right here, right? So as you see from the Wall Street Journal, the Paramount and Warner Brothers assets that would make up media behemoth, sprawling array of streaming, cable, and film properties could position a combined company to better compete with media tech giants. So this is where Paramount Skydance and Warner Bros. Discovery properties rank among streaming cable film entities. So it looks like for paid subscribers in the U.S., Paramount is number 4, which was surprising to me. I felt like, Peacock would have been higher. But that is from Paramount. HBO Max is number 6 and Discovery Plus is number 9. In terms of cable network primetime viewership, of course, people love their sports and they love their news. But check this out. TNT, HGTV, TBS, and CNN are all from Warner Bros. Discovery. And then when you look at movie studio box office revenue, number 1 is Warner Bros. And number 5 is Paramount. So it seems like they are the 2 biggest giants right now. So this move can make a lot of sense. Now, I wasn't able to get all the article because obviously they wanted me to pay for the article. But I want y'all to see this, right? So if you don't know, Paramount Skydance is trying to go after a bid, a majority cash bid. Now, Warner Bros. Discovery is splitting the company into 2 parts. So one part of the company will be the studios and the streamers, and then the other one will be the linear television networks, right? So check this out right here. The bid will be for the entire company, including its cable networks and movie studio. Remember how I say you can't have 2 black cable networks because of BET and OWN? So Paramount wants to go after the movie studio and the networks, right? So there was this article here from Forbes, which is right here. Just want to show y'all this. Right here, this article right here from Forbes. Paramount's legacy brands faces a crossroads. The digital playbook for MTV, BET, and Nickelodeon by Jason Davis. Paramount Global's library is one of the deepest in entertainment history, with decades of cultural impact behind names like MTV, BET, and Nickelodeon. These brands define eras of music, comedy, and youth culture. Yet, as linear television viewership continues to decline, the question isn't whether these icons are still relevant; it's whether they are being distributed in the right way. Dave Ellison's Skydance-led investment brings a generational opportunity to rethink Paramount's approach. The future isn't about selling off legacy assets for short-term cash flow. It's about re-engineering them for platforms where the next generation already lives: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and the career economy at large. So let's get into it with MTV here. MTV music television for a generation that doesn't watch TV. Once the global epicenter for music discovery, MTV has lost its relevance with the music video migrate to YouTube, but the brand still carries incredible equity, reintroducing MTV as a digital-first powerhouse to Gen Z and Alpha, being curating exclusive artist content, premiere performances, early music video previews, behind the scenes footage, career hosting shows, and placing it behind micro paywalls for superfans. The right partnerships with artists, creators, and platforms could restore MTV's role as the global hub for music culture. The very concept of reimagining an icon will have the likes of Spotify, Apple Music, Live Nation, Napster, and many others salivate with the music industry having shifted to a hybrid of the aforementioned digital platforms and the touring experience. There's a gap for promotion which YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram have been filmed without any exclusivity aspect. Now, I've said this many times. I think MTV Music Television should not be around anymore because nobody really watches TV for music. But I will say behind music, behind film, behind sports, behind television, behind podcasts, behind fashion, behind food, there's a movement to everything. So I would call it movement television and just create it for the creator economy, right? That's how I would transition that. But that's just me though. Let's keep going here. Of course, BET right there. That is Scott Mills there. BET, the culture at the center of social platforms. BET remains synonymous with Black culture, music, and storytelling, but its highest value artists are already fueling trends on TikTok and Instagram. By shifting BET's biggest tentpoles, music specials, comedy showcases, cultural conversations into digital-first formats, Paramount could capture cultural relevance while opening new monetizations through sponsorships, memberships, and live digital events. The brand is still the authority. It simply needs to meet its community where it already engages. A move in its entirety of digital platforms could attract top talent back home, from comedians, actors, and musicians, utilizing the platform again, showcase their talent, promote their upcoming projects, and also reintroduce a younger generation who already consumes on digital platforms. Now, I've said this before too. I think that BET and VH1 need to have two different lanes here, right? So BET needs to be the Ebony magazine and VH1 needs to be the Jet magazine. What do I mean by that? BET needs to be for the Taraji P. Hensons, the Morris Chestnuts, the Terrence Howards, the Oprah Winfreys, right? That's established Black Hollywood. VH1 needs to be for the content creators and the up-and-coming Black people in Hollywood. When you work those two networks like that, they feed into each other, right? They're bringing back 106 in Park as 106 in Sports. Nobody asked for that, not here, not there, not anywhere. But if you brought back 106 in Park as a top 10 entertainment news show with, Black news sources like The Root and Lee Bailey's EUR Web, Entertainment Urban Report website, and many other Black media outlets, that are established, you use that for 106 in Park, and then you use the Neighborhood Talk, the Jazz brand, its own site, content creators like myself for the 106 in Park version on VH1. I think that would be the best way to go about that. Let's just keep it up there. Now, of course, we have Nickelodeon, right? By the way, I'm offended that I did not get the call for this because this is a great sliming. Although I would have wanted every speaker at me, you know what I mean? Just keeping it a buck. So right here, Nickelodeon, the next gen creator playground. Nickelodeon's DNA has always been interactive, messy, and fun. Imagine reconfiguring Nickelodeon as a digital playground where kids and families don't just play, don't just watch, rather they participate. Short form animation, kid-driven challenges, and interactive slime events could live natively on YouTube and TikTok, while gated storylines, spin-offs, and premium experiences unlocked behind a low-cost subscription. In a world where Roblox and Fortnite attract millions of young users, Nickelodeon sit on untapped pipeline for community-driven programming for Gen Alpha. I wonder if Nickelodeon did something back in the day. I kind of wonder something. Did they do something at the end of the day? I think they might have. Let's see. I just want to see something, y'all. Don't at me, okay? I just want to see something. Oh my Lord Jesus! Let's look at this video here, huh? Let's look at this. I just want to see something.
performance in front of a studio audience at Nickelodeon Studios live, located at Universal Studios in Florida.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing.
Make the Grade was produced before a live audience in Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, serious though. You gotta be joking.
Make the Grade was produced before a live audience in Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida.
This is amazing. Wait, hang on. So you mean to tell me there was an attraction called Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios, Florida, where they created like live action, unscripted content? Wow, that's amazing. That's really something. Oh, did y'all know about this? I had no idea about this. Oh my Lord Jesus. I mean, it's not like there's an opening day celebration on YouTube or anything like that. Or is there? Is there? Let's see. Let me see something. Give me one moment. I just want to. Now look at this. This is inside Nickelodeon Studios opening day celebration, all 3 hours. And that's on the set of Super Sloppy Double Dare. Now, for those of you who don't know what Nickelodeon Studios is about, I'm trying to find the slime guys are here, where they actually it's very precise. I'm trying to get all this together. Maybe it's at the beginning. But either way, this is Nickelodeon Studios. Now, what would be cool is if Nickelodeon Studios could come back with some reformatted game shows, right? That would be kind of cool. You know what I mean? Just kind of keep it in a buck. Because all that was there. Of course, this explains it all. Allegra's Window. Slime Time Live was there. Double Dare 2000. Figure Out. There were a lot of shows. From Nickelodeon Studios here. Let me show y'all here. Let me show y'all this here. Here we go. Let's watch this. Because I want people to really get like the history of what could be. Already is out here.
The 1000th episode. Nickelodeon Wienerville.
Oh my goodness, that's so important.
Man, that's whack.
Riches of the Hidden Temple.
Well, it's true. I owe my entire career to Allegra.
Wienerville. Nickelodeon Guts. Gullah Gullah Island.
Isn't this the best millimeter? It's so fast.
Yes, those are turkeys. Yeah, I know what you're thinking.
The best millimeter is so fast.
Yes, those were turkeys. And that's the slime geyser. Let's keep going. Shall we? My Brother and Me, All-Star Challenge. Do you have it? Michael O'Malley and Gut. Delby Wink. I don't think so. You know, she got this pilot there. You to you. I published tape, all that. Camp Nick, all that. History Files will show me who. Dan Borelli's audition tape, I don't think so. Pilot, Global Guts, another window. Legend to the Head Temple.
Oh my God. Yeah, taking you writers.
Liam Thompson. UTU.
Hey, where's the only place where kids win? Hey, I gotta fly.
Nick Treat. Yes, that was a
Oh, here it goes.
Keenan and Keenan.
Nickelodeon Studios, Florida.
Kevin Steele, Figure Out Pilot. All these shows were produced at Nickelodeon Studios, Forbes Sports. And the cool thing was you could actually do a studio tour where they would take you to the GAC room, they'll take you to the makeup room, and then you went to this cool, in studio show where you could be a part of it. And of course, in the audition room, you could literally be on Nickelodeon show. Little big room. Ooh, that looks fun. That looks fun, brother. I think that's a look
He
like
fired
that.
me. He found out I was here.
What about it? What about you?
Carol Inslee. That's Inside Eddie Johnson on Mega Messamania, which was a huge stage show at different theme parks around the country. Oh, that's terrifying.
Have a nice life. These days they're so good.
Blue's Clues. The Big Help.
We are gonna play Blue's Clues.
You poor thing.
I'm okay, really, I'm alright.
Girl that lives on in spirit forever and ever. I don't care what they say.
I don't know who she is, but she looks hot. Yeah, baby. You're on. Me and my friends at the Backyardigans. Tuned in. Who knew? They also had Nick Arcade, by the way.
Hey guys, what's up? Dave Ager here with you on Nickelodeon Gas, a whole new way to play.
Nickelodeon Gas Game 1.
Do I know you? Yes, you know me.
Oh my golly!
And all this actually happened at Nickelodeon Studios, which is they hosted the Kids' Choice Awards at Nickelodeon Studios. No one knows best. That's Cat Dog, by the way, in case you did not know. Prime Time Live, Double Dare 2000, Slime Survivor. KCA's there. I think that was Julio. Oh, that good show. Yes, oh my God. All of that slime. Motown Underground. Ooh. So that was Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios, Florida. Now, like I said, y'all can just bring it back. You know what I mean? But also, too, I think you might have to change, not so much Nickelodeon, but you might have to make Grown-O-Lodeon, which is like combining nostalgia of Nickelodeon from the 90s with grown adults hosting the content. You know what I mean? So I think it could happen. Now, let me give you some context, conjecture, and connection on Nickelodeon Studios here. Give me a moment. Because I'm just like, when I saw this article, I'm just like, oh, this is going to be an easy live. Very easy. Here it is here. We talked about this before. So they had Building 17, Soundstage 18, and 19, right? So here it is here. At its peak, they employed 400 people and was the largest production studio in Florida, bringing $110 million to the business of the state in 1994. So right here, the promise, right here, let's see, in November 1988, Nickelodeon contracted the space within the soon-to-be Universal Studios Florida for its first production studio. Universal had determined through market research that a working studio was crucial in attracting guests to a movie-themed park. They offered Nickelodeon a sweetheart deal to supply that production. A promise of a custom-built studio at no expense, coupled with rent-free production, lured Nickelodeon away from negotiating with Disney MGM Studios. The contract stipulated that Nickelodeon promote Universal Studios Florida on air 1,000 times per year, while also broadcasting the park's television commercials, right? So they had two sound stages, stage 18, 19, with an adjacent in the middle, 40,000 square foot video production facility, building 17 within the production central area in 1989. So super sloppy double there in April 1989. Think fast in January 1990, where the first Nickelodeon productions filmed at Universal Studios Florida. They were shot on the 21,000 square foot Soundstage 21 while Nickelodeon Studios was still being constructed. Like other Nickelodeon game shows, both programs were previously filmed at WHYY TV in Philadelphia. Nickelodeon's live action productions had traditionally been shot on rented sound stages in multiple cities, which was not cost effective and limited the network's growth. So here are some park visitors in front of Nickelodeon there. And daily tours were given of the studio, starting with a queue area outside Soundstage 18 that led into Building 17. The 45-minute tours took park guests upstairs through the control room, through a viewing area that allowed glimpses onto Soundstages 18, 19, then downstairs through the wardrobe department, got kitchen, with the tour concluding in Building 17's large audition room, while game shows were often shot 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, while production sitcoms such as Welcome Freshmen were rehearsed during the week and only shoot on weekends. This became problematic as Nickelodeon's contract with Universal stipulated that the guests would be able to witness shows being filmed 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year during all hours of tour's operation. To remedy this, the audition room was renamed Soundstage 17, began hosting Game Lab, a mock game show at the end of every tour that culminated with one of the guests being Slime. Nickelodeon unveiled its Slime Geyser, originally known as the Gat Geyser, in front of the studio on October 27th, 1990. Russell Johnson, famous for playing the professor on Gilligan's Island, appeared at the unveiling ceremony. The 17-foot high fountain will erupt green-colored water, slime, of course, or GAC. Every 10 minutes, the network sequentially used to record the geyser erupting as a sign for their broadcasting day. And then this time capsule, which was buried on April 30th, 1992, basically hosted by Mike O'Malley of Get the Picture and Nickelodeon guest Joey Lawrence of Blossom, with an appearance by Dr. Emmett Brown. Back to the Future, the ride portrayed by the park's costume performer and actress for Lloyd. It contained items deemed to point to the children of 1992 as voted upon Nickelodeon viewers. These items included a Barbie doll, baseball, books, comic book, endangered species book, history book, phone book, TV guide, war atlas, bubblegum, CDs, MC Hammer, Michael Jackson, hat featuring the catchphrase of Joey Lawrence, news reports, 1991 Soviet defeat, dissolution of Soviet Union, epidemiology of HIV/AIDS, and Operation Desert Storm, Nickelodeon GAC, Nickelodeon Magazine, Nickelodeon Game, Nintendo Game Boy, pencils, though photos of things too big to fit inside, bicycles, cars, celebrities, planes, politicians, and trains, piece of the Berlin Wall, Reebok pump sneakers, rollerblades, skateboard, t-shirt featuring the Nicktoons characters, Ren Zippy, Twinkies, and VHS movies back to the feature Home Alone. So the items put in the capsule were a tape of the event itself and a camcorder used to record it. So Roundhouse moved to the CBS Studio Center in Los Angeles for filming its second season. The show's union cast, crew, and musicians were happy that working in Florida deprived them of residuals as a right to work. State Florida had tried to produce to avoid union cost regulations that were prevalent in California. And then, of course, here at an episode of Win Your Real Shot on February 14th, 1994, marked the 1,000th episode of live action program filmed at the studio since its opening. Nickelodeon Studios had at that point brought $110 million of business to Florida and regularly employed between 280 and 330 people on a weekly basis, right? So, very, very big deal there. And the last show was Nickelodeon Splat. That was the last show there. So there's the entrance and queue area. So if you want to bring back Nickelodeon Studios and bring and, show and, make clips for YouTube and TikTok and everything else, I think that would be the greatest thing ever. You know what I mean? But of course, you need an executive who has the time, energy, and commitment to not only remember the history, but understand how to utilize it for today. And the executives at Nickelodeon have the brain, soul, or the capacity of intelligence to be able to do that. So just to give you a little context, conjecture, connection there with that here. So let's get back to this. The strategic shift from networks to digital IP engines. The pivot, that's intellectual property, everybody. The pivot isn't just about chasing trends. It's about recognizing that Paramount's legacy brands are intellectual property engines of the digital economy, where attention is fragmented. Community is everything. By transforming MTV, BET, and Nickelodeon to platform-native brands, Paramount unlocks multiple revenue streams, advertising at scale, brand partnerships, creative collaborations, and direct-to-consumer subscriptions for superfans. Scott Purdy, global lead partner at KMPG's media practice, points out legacy brands must innovate their storytelling techniques to resonate with younger audiences who prefer engaging bite-sized content on digital platforms. Going on to add, this transition could revitalize older brands, but it requires bold reinvention to stay relevant in evolving formats. Executing this type of shift requires not just vision, but operational expertise, namely experience in scaling creative partnerships, developing monetization pipelines on emerging platforms, and reimagining legacy intellectual property for the demands of today's global audience. Those who navigate the intersection of talent, digital-first content, and partnerships know that the playbook isn't theoretical; it's tactical, measurable, and repeatable. Why this matters now. For Paramount, the decision is urgent. Every core cultural relevance shifts further toward digital native players, from YouTube creators and TikTok collectives to streaming first studios. The assets Paramount holds, rather, aren't just brands, they're cultural institutions properly repositioned rather they can thrive again, not just relics of television's golden era, but as global leaders in music, culture, and engagement for the next generation. The Skydance now at the helm, Paramount has a chance to do something both. Prove that legacy media can reinvent itself by not selling off its most famous brands or mining them for increasingly lower carriage fees, but by transforming them into the engines of a new digital-first empire. I fully agree with. Jason Davis did a wonderful, wonderful job on this article. And listen, I said what I said about the Nickelodeon executives, but I do believe that Nickelodeon is not just here by accident, right? Because everybody who's a 90s kid is like, so you mean to tell me that y'all just didn't know how to evolve Nickelodeon Studios and it could come back? Guess what? The sound stages are still there. As of right now, Universal has not torn them down yet. So let's just make Gronolodeon a network for Paramount. Get rid of Pop TV, make that Gronolodeon. Live from Gronolodeon Studios at Euro Studios, Florida, is Gronolodeon Slime Time Live. Okay, I will gladly move to Florida to host that show. Okay, listen, that's on from 2 to 5. I will only have an hour to get ready for Braylon's virtual tour. Crazy, but that's neither here nor there. So, or we can just 8, 2 to 5 with Grown Alone's Slime Time Live, and then 6 to 8, Brandon's virtual tour on Grown Alodian. Okay, so listen, things gonna happen. Wanted to show y'all this. So this is the Media Universe map here. So here's Paramount Skydance. So you have CBS News, Paramount, Pluto TV, Paramount Plus, and the MTV Network Skydance for $21 billion. And they are trying to buy Warner Brothers Discovery here, right, which has Max, HBO, HBO Max, Warner Bros. Studio, DC, and then Discovery here, Discovery, TLC, Investigation Discovery, Animal Planet, Food Network, TNT, TBS, Cartoon Network, True TV, HGTV, and CNN. Now, of course, you're probably thinking, well, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, they're competitors, right? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I think that if both of these networks combined it, I think that this could be a great way for Cartoon Network to have a comeback period, because guess what? Now maybe some cartoons from Cartoon Network that they may not be able to air on Cartoon Network, maybe could be on Nickelodeon. Maybe some cartoons that can't air on Nickelodeon can be on Cartoon Network. And for those of you who don't know this, there's only one cartoon that Disney and Nickelodeon have shared, and that is Doug. Okay, it was on Disney for a while, then moved over to Nickelodeon. So there is that there. Let's look at the brands, shall we? Let's do that. Paramount. So Paramount brands. Let's see their brands. There we go. All right, so here it is here with all the brands. So you have BET, of course, you have CBS, you got CBS News, you have CMT, you have Colors, which I think is an international network, Chile Vision, that's an international network, CBS Sports, you got Comedy Central, MTV, 10, Nickelodeon, Pluto TV, Paramount Pictures, the Paramount Network, Paramount Plus, got Skydance Sports, Skydance Animation, Showtime, Pop TV, Skydance Games, Smithsonian Channel, at Tuffet, and TV Land. Honestly, I would get rid of Pop TV, like I said, turn that into Grown Alodian Studios, and have that be for the creator economy. Grown people who they have a kid-like personality, and you open up Grown Alodian Studios with that same splat logo. And here's the reason why you should do that, right? Now, of course, you know, Universal's trying to have more kid areas at the parks and stuff. But can you imagine, because Universal is more known for adult thrill rides and adult rides and stuff like that, imagine all those 90s kids coming to Grown Alodian Studios grown up, right? So just saying, because you already have Nickelodeon Universe at the American Dream Mall in New Jersey and at the Mall of America as well. You need to make Showtime its own network, because you doing that to Paramount just diminished the intellectual property value and the social capital value of Showtime. Just keeping it a buck. Paramount Network, y'all ain't doing shit with. You're not doing shit with. You're just not. They used to have a network called Spike, where it was like a male-oriented channel, but then they became more of like a personality-driven channel with the network was called Spike, but the slogan was called The Ones to Watch. I think y'all need to create a brand new name. And honestly, to tell you the truth, what I would do is I would do the BET VH1, right? So maybe you have Grown Alodian right here. This would be Grown Alodian. And then maybe this would be a network here for content creators that, you know, they're at the 10,000 mark, right? 50,000 mark, and then Grown Alodian's more for established. But maybe you can have two different content creator channels, or hang on, the YouTube Entertainment Network, or YEN, right? So imagine YouTube Entertainment Network, where it's YouTubers having their own 24/7 network. And not to mention, too, YouTube Originals, hello, it would be very easy to do a partnership with Paramount. But, of course, that means you would have to break down that copyright so we could play clips from the YouTube Entertainment Network and stuff like that. But, that's just me. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think what other brands you could do with that. Or you know what? You could do the Pepsi Smash Entertainment Network. You really could. Because Pepsi Smash was all about music back in the day. So imagine Pepsi Smash being able to smash into the worlds of film, television, podcasting, music, everything else. And guess what? PepsiCo, they own Lay's, they own Pepsi. They have Yum Brands. So imagine, a show in KFC like the Pepsi. So that's what we do. Pepsi Smash Network for that one. Gronolodian Network for that one. So easy stuff. Easy stuff. This is just what I do. You know what I mean? So now when we look at Warner Bros. Discovery, give me a moment here. Let me pull up Warner Brothers Discovery. And in addition to that, right? So because Paramount wants Warner Brothers Discovery, they want the whole company, allegedly. Then guess what? The Warner Brothers lot becomes the back lot for content creators. And then the Paramount lot will be for all legacy content. You see where I'm going here, ladies and gentlemen? Yes. Oh, yes. All right, let's get to Warner Brothers Discovery with their brands here. Let's see. So here are their brands here. So like I said, you have HBO Max, HBO, Warner Brothers, HGTV, Discovery, CNN, Discovery Plus, TBS, Food Network, TBS, Taking Bold Steps, the Taking Bold Steps Network. That can be your unscripted channel. And unscripted is a lot cheaper to produce than scripted television, as we all know. I think for Empire, it was like, what, $3 million an episode to produce? Yeah. TNT, that can be more for, documentaries, unscripted stuff of, maybe more adult nature topics there. Of course, OWN is your black network, so you definitely want to keep that as well. But will you combine OWN and BET, or will you just keep both? Now, of course, you have the Ebony Network, the Ebony Magazine model, which would be BET. You have the Jet Magazine model. So what would OWN be? You have to figure out what OWN's new identity is within this if both of them combined it. Then, of course, you have the Cooking Channel, which the Cooking Channel is kind of like Food Network, but Food Network, I would say, is more for the show, and then Cooking Channel is more for like the scientists of cooking, I guess. Magnolia Network, that's the team for Fixer Upper. Then you have Warner Bros. Television Group, which, they syndicate and produce big shows and all that stuff there. HLN, y'all don't really use that network like you used to. That can be something new as well for content creators. Travel Channel, you got so many travel content creators. Quit showing ghost stories and start showing people traveling and shit. That's what I would say. Animal Planet, I think you're fine. New Line Cinema, you're good. True TV, I think that's turning into TNT Sports, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. This Discovery Family, I don't think you guys have anything. Boomerang is no more, unfortunately. They just didn't know how to find content creators that are producing 90s and throwback cartoons and just made that a throwback network. But of course, they're the smart ones. Yes. Just keeping it up with them. Now, there's supposed to be Warner Brothers TV, which is like free advertising video on demand streaming platform, but to no avail. We have not heard a word about that as of yet. But like I said, I do see the potential for both of these companies to come together. The biggest thing is consolidation. and figuring out what will work and what won't work. And of course, what works for one network may not work for another one. So you may have to actually open up the door to content creators. And you may have to do a little something that looks like this rolling.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Ay, hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
You saw what they said. Build your hype team, get it greenlit, and if your show's a hit, we'll greenlight the next one. No bullshit. That's what Tubi is doing. NBC Universal did the NBC Universal launch Unscripted Accelerator, where 5 content creators are going to get a $20,000 development deal. I haven't heard a damn word about it since. Actually, let me go to my account real quick. Because like I said, I haven't heard a word about it. I really haven't. Like, I logged in, and I thought on January 1st we were going to hear something back, but did not hear anything back. Did not hear a word. So let me see something here. Give me a moment. NBC, Universal. Because I bet you if I log in right now to that, ain't gonna be nothing. Promise you. There we go. There we go. So Coverfly. I may not be able to log into it. But yeah, there was a launch Unscripted Accelerator a while back, and I was not able to hear a thing about it. Right here. And I'll just show y'all real quick because I'm that transparent with y'all. Here it is here. NBC launch Unscripted Pitch Accelerator here. So there it is. I was supposed to hear something, but never heard anything. And then Blavity had their creator collective, right? So where you could be seen by 250 million monthly active users. So Hollywood is going to have to recognize that they want us content creators. They're going to have to make it do what it do. They're going to have to make it do what it do. So it's quite sad that we never really heard anything back about it. And yeah, so it is what it is. So, wanted to come on and bring you guys that intel right there because I felt like it was really important for you guys to know about it. Like I said, I try my very best to always, find the inch of what's not being talked about in the world and then make it a mile of what you need to know about. And I felt like this was a very important conversation to have. Because, like I said, if these two companies combine, then there's going to be a lot of things that may get canceled, that may be combining, that may be cut. So you need to understand that if you can understand the moves that are happening around you, you'll be able to understand what you're seeing in front of you. And I've always have led with that. That's what this show is about. Utilizing information as a tool to help the culture be better. Now, sometimes we gotta use it as a weapon. Okay, sometimes we gotta use it as a weapon and handle some shit and say what needs to be said and not give any fucking apologies about it. Okay, but when it comes to stuff like this, it's important to always give you guys that conversation when it's so urgently necessary. So yes, indeed, there. So we're gonna take a little commercial break here. We'll be back with just a little bit more Braylon's Virtual Tour Live right after this. This is our new theme song, by the way, in case you haven't heard it. Let me take down those comments so you guys can listen to it fully. Here it is, and roll it.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braylon got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power, to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be, Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done away with. Braylon Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Introducing the greatest escape in the Caribbean, the island you've been waiting for. Welcome to the Great Life on Great Stirrup Cay. This is the greatest pool you've ever seen life, 28,000 square feet of it, and the epic water park life. It's where you can truly experience the whoa life and the floating through paradise life. It's time to escape to a mind-blowing, sky-high tower of water slides and the Here We Go life. Escape to the one more please wherever you please life and kick it into high gear. Escape to where you can kick back and relax. The great life is waiting. Escape to the incredible new Great Stirrup Cay, only with Norwegian Cruise Line. Introducing the greatest.
I'm loving it.
Y'all right back. Sorry about that. I was looking at something on my phone during the break, but welcome back in to Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour. Just wanted to come on and give you guys that breakdown of what could potentially happen and some of my thoughts on this potential merger of Paramount Skydance and Warner Brothers Discovery. So it seems like that they actually want to make a swing and invest in these brands. Like I said, they're bringing back Grown-Alodian Studios and making Pop TV Grown-Alodian the adult network for the kids back in the day. I think it'd be very cool. I think it'll work just fine. You just gotta find talent and gotta open up the doors. Okay, and Brendan Carr got recognized that black people and my black people exist. Okay, and so do you guys at Paramount. All right, no, just keep it book. Like I said, I do believe that Grown-Alodian Network and also making another content career network too, I think will be very good. Maybe partnering up with YouTube or Best Buy to create an entertainment network for sure. I think that would be great. Like I said, turning TBS into an unscripted cable network as well. And like I said, to have, Warner Brothers become honestly a hub for content creators and then Paramount being the legacy brand, I think that's a great flip of that as well. So a lot of possibilities out there. We'll see what will definitely happen with that for sure. So we're almost there to a full-fledged hour. If you missed the Daily Low air, don't worry. I did cover it during the 6 o'clock show. very heavy at the top of the show because we talked about D'Angelo. He passed away at the age of 51 from pancreatic cancer. So very, very sad indeed. With that being said, I'm going to turn my camera now because we've done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. Like I said, didn't want to be on here too long, but long enough to let you guys know what was going on with Paramount Skydance and Warner Bros. Discovery. Some of my thoughts on what could be. So it looks like Paramount Skydance wants to go for the whole enchilada, as they say. So they want to go for the movie studio and the streamers connected to that, in addition to all those cable networks. So we shall see. We shall see. We shall definitely see for sure. So, well, that being said, everybody, that is my time here. I appreciate each and every single one of you for being here. With that being said, it's time for this outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say one more special, because you are always one of us. And trust, you may not be where you want to be, but you'll be where you need to be. You've been chosen to do wise. One thing to call yourself is that to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I is for time with you. Hey, welcome in. Good to have you here. Just chillaxing. Talking about Paramount Skydance, Warner Bros. Discovery. They could be combining companies. So that's what we're talking about tonight. With that being said, one love, much love, all love. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say one point special, because you are always one blessed. Trust, you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you were chosen to do. Wise one thing to call yourself is not to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully, if I spend time together, we're some great together. And always remember, we're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or just showcasing maybe a path that's already available. And all media companies have to do is get out their own way and take a swing for once. Make sure the replay is not just right for you watching, not just for you listen to it, but if you want to experience it again. I love you. I value you. I embrace you all. Always remember, mercy, love you. Gotta give it. Mercy, love you. Gotta give it. Mercy, love you. Gotta give it. Whatever obstacles you've overcome, where success you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you. But no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all listen. Everything I said in tonight's live is a prediction. That's Braylon prediction put together. But if you know how I cover media, I'm usually never wrong about these things, because I don't cover it from the business aspect of it. I don't even cover it from the creative aspect. I cover it from what resources do we have and what are the logistics to make this a possible solution. Not to say that business and creativity don't matter, because it is called show business. Without putting on a show, nobody's going to come see it. And without eyeballs, you can't have any numbers. And without numbers, you can't create. You can't keep creating shows. So, like I said, one love, much love, all love. I feel the love and send it right back to you. Like I said, tomorrow morning, you guys will not see me at 11 a.m. I'll be at work, but I will be back at 6 o'clock for our all-new show. Like I said, Jimmy Fallon on brand. We're watching that, and so we'll be reviewing that new episode tomorrow night. Hopefully at 6 o'clock at NBC. We'll just showcase the episode the next day on NBC.com. So, one love, much love, all love. I feel the love is in the right back to you. Good night, everybody. Love you all. Bye.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stinks a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braylon got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon Lee's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon Lee's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and 2 things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved is a creator of power to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth. We're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done away with. Braylon Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul, where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to the people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about,